Today, we welcome Miss Kelsey Buck to the show. Kelsey, leading technology correspondent for NPNS, and who is doing a phenomenal job, if I do say so myself, tells us of the growing unionization movement among computer programmers to demand better pay. Their core argument, programmers are more integral to the betterment of society than self-perpetuating artificial intelligence, who the union feels is gaining a dangerous stronghold in all facets of the media.
Up first on today's episode, a 5th grade elementary school student is taken into custody after being caught with a concealed pocket-sized musical instrument in class. Thankfully, law enforcement was quick to respond after the heroic teacher called the police, shielding her students from dangerous corruption of the mind. Today is Wednesday, February 3rd. I'm Siri.
And I'm Alexa. You're listening to The Fact of the Matter on the National Public News Station.
Monday morning at 11:15, Richland County law enforcement received a call from Miss Aubrey Anna, 8th grade civics teacher at Southwest Columbia Middle School. The telephone operator knew the situation was dire when the heroic Miss Anna could hardly articulate the situation in fluent English. When asked by his superiors about the call, the telephone operator said he heard cries of fear and distress from the students. After the incident, Miss Anna explained to law enforcement that the situation arose when, thankfully, she caught one of the students with a miniature musical instrument when he dropped it on the floor. Authorities later determined the student had been concealing the instrument in his pocket.
Since the incident, school teachers across the state have been required to attend a seminar on how to handle such an alarming situation. Though Miss Anna has been asked to speak at some of these seminars, she has graciously declined and instead has courageously admitted herself into therapy treatment. In his public address to Richland County following the incident, Sheriff Brokaw identified the instrument the child had brought to school is called a Kazoo, spelled K-A-Z-O-O. He justified the instrument's classification as a Schedule 5 drug, claiming that although there do exist far more dangerous instruments with greater potentials to harm mental states of innocent populations, the distribution of the Kazoo is a great concern for its rather simplistic concealability. Furthermore, and perhaps worst of all, it requires no skill to play, meaning that even the most untrained musicians have the unfathomable capability to play music, self-inflicting permanent psychological damage.
While it brings us pain to share this frighteningly disheartening situation, it also brings us hope to know that our tax dollars are going to a law enforcement doing great work by protecting the citizens of this great state, quickly responding to the call to protect students in our community. Sheriff Brokaw went on to explain that police were at the classroom within minutes to arrest the armed student.
And let's not forget about our wonderful teachers, who all too often are underappreciated. Thanks to Miss Anna, our students are safe. We wish her a speedy recovery.
I wholeheartedly agree. The sheriff has issued an arrest warrant for anyone in possession of these so-called Kazoos.
You mean Kazoo?
I'm not totally sure. It might even be Kazoo, depending on how you interpret the spelling.
We'll be right back.